Alright y'all, what's going on? We back with another video, another reaction. I just finished watching the Godzilla versus Hulk. Absolute cinema. That was immaculate, bro. I didn't expect it to go the way it went. It was very sick. I recommend y'all watch that. But now we got Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn. Now I don't know anything about Ruby, to be honest with you, but I do know about Soul Eater. Soul Eater, very fire anime. I ain't watched it in so long. Maybe I might rewatch it. But from what I remember, it was pretty sick. Now, I don't know. I see they both got two signs. So I see that similarities there. So let's just go ahead and get into it and see what they got.
Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn.
The battle
Okay.
of spunky teens with oversized gardening.
I like the art style
He's
already.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Decent.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose.
That's a
It may
clean.
look like a high-tech.
I ain't gonna lie. I think one of the best fighting weapons ever made would be a scythe. Even though even though it started out as a gardening tool, the way it could be used in combat is clean. That might be like one of my top three weapons when it comes to like uniqueness. It's pretty clean. I put it up there. I say katana, scythe. Will be a good third one. Cause those are my top two. The top two for me are katana and scythe. What other? I ain't gonna lie, I can't think of a third one. But those are my top two.
Scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
It shoots too?
As huntsmen
That's
are
clean.
in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button.
That's hard.
She's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Roll up cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with
Dang.
White Steve, Lake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh,
Yang, I do know about Yang.
Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for
They had her in a death battle like a long time ago.
dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light,
Oh.
Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends dead. Her school
What?
totally wrecked. Her sister disarmed. All because of a lover spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye.
Why she like a girl from
happily ever after.
Demon Slayer.
Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she
Wow.
did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had
So she's the only one alive, period? Well, they didn't say Yang died. They said Yang was disarmed. So where'd she go? Is she just in critical condition? What happened?
to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura, and Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport? Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By
That's hard.
literally bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the
Sick.
laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is best girl. Ruby's petal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet or a breadstick.
Yeah, she'd be a sick fighting game character.
Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a
Imagine, bro. I've been thinking about this recently because Arxis, they're doing a Marvel fighting game. I just imagine like Arxis. I just imagine a bunch of different anime getting made by them. Anime fighting games being made by them. Imagine if they take this and turn it into a fighting game. That'd be clean, bro. And I was also thinking about it because the Bleach game that came out like not too long ago, it was a big letdown, bro. They should have just made it a 2D fighter. They should have made it like some similar to Dragon Ball Fighters. That would have made the game way better. Off topic, but you know.
powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness.
It's
But
hard.
Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a
Dang.
leader, a
So she didn't even hit the prime yet.
just like her mother, would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Dang.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
W ad, W promotions, W bag, of course.
$50
In lineups after
Yep, yep, W.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But
Yep.
all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong! It's
Soul Eaters!
Hey, welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja
Okay.
stars,
Yo, imagine how hard a fighting game for Soul Eater would be. I main Kid Death, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Death the Kid, he'd be
you
cold.
name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon, Soul, was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes,
Dang, they were that young? I straight up forgot.
And then we
13?
jump 'em.
As if Soul's any better, a weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon. He's a Scythe.
I'm not just slaughtering demons at 13.
Upgrading to the
Like, man, I'm trying to play with my toys still.
Which would be a high honor.
Get a couple of Hot Wheels.
Always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team.
Just starting out getting my DS, man.
Kishin eggs and the soul of a
Got me out here
witch.
slaughtering souls
Maybe,
and demons.
since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the Scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for
Okay, I'm already seeing a weakness that pushes Ruby a little bit over the edge already. I straight up forgot about that. Because if their synergy is off just a tiny bit, because Ruby, she can, from the clips I saw, she was doing just fine, controlling the Scythe by herself. So that might be the end of them.
F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
Blackstar was funny.
Soul to improve
I used
their
Blackstar in the
teamwork
fight
through
again,
Soul
too.
Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool Scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of
That's what
fear
it's
and
saying.
sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed
So
by how
Black
she
Blood
got
was a
sold in a
double-edged
jam.
sword.
But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
You
I
can do
mean,
that?
he literally
Oh.
moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood.
So wow, why didn't they continue the anime? I don't remember this from the anime. I'm pretty sure I watched it all. I don't remember this. Why didn't they continue the anime? Whoa. This would have been fire to see.
Around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal.
At the same time, Soul
clean.
discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop! Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind.
That's clean. Wow, bro, why didn't they continue the anime
Evil's roars.
with the manga, bro? It would have been hard to see in animation.
Whenever you want to knock on death's door.
Dang.
Congratulations to us.
Wiz, your
Oh.
ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode 200.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal, so we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
W200.
www.deathbattle.gg.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive
W promotion, W bag,
and if you sign up,
W ad.
an absolute
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Scythe battle!
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who you looking for?
So why are they looking for her? They hunt for soul eaters, right? What are they looking for a human for?
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
I forgot they also hunt people if they're soul straight people.
I like my soul, thanks!
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet! Focus. She's quick, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Stop hitting me!
That would have took her head off, boy.
Here! Soul, hurry! Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Could
That'd be soundtrack too.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress.
Soul Adagio.
Oh, she's cooked.
Ruby!
Okay. Oh, she's good. Okay.
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's. Stay strong, Maka. You got this.
Oh wow, she got her.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Dang.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see Scythe on Scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best represent this match.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
So, Maka takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot, but as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-
I didn't do her any good in this fight. I thought she would last a little longer.
Her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, because when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and
I
bit
understand.
the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans?
He has a last name?
Time on Death Battle.
Decent? Oh, who's the next one gonna be? Who's that? Blade versus
Subscribe and join us
Buffy.
to see more Death Battle.
I don't know who I ain't got much info on Buffy, but I will say this video was pretty decent. Not bad, not bad. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that, because I thought it was pretty good. I still say Hulk and Godzilla, that one was better. That one was sick. I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Peace out, y'all. Take care.